Cheers. We're gonna get going on this step, so just make sure that it's secure, and we are going lengthwise with it today, okay? So it's a lot of this today, all right? So sweat towels out, water's out. I'm gonna cheers and chug this little pre-workout down. Music's playing if you want it. I have a yoga mat nearby right here so that when we get to mind class, we can head right into it. The step portion is 27 minutes long. The mind portion is 31 minutes long, okay? So we're gonna get going with step. When you come down to the step for push-ups, if you have ridges on your step, you can always throw a towel down for the sake of your hands to save them for the weekend, okay? So music playing, water nearby, sweat towel, and this is gonna be hit on the step. If you don't have a step, you can just do it on the floor. We'll do things like run forward, back, or a little bit of a cha-cha. I was trying to think of what it was. On the step, I know what it is. On the floor, it's going to look a little different. So just be prepared. And then we are coming down for push-ups. We will be putting our hands down on the step for plank. So if that's going to bother you, you can always do squats or jumping jacks. Just modify if you need to. Okay, so good morning. Let's get to work. Make sure you're all set up. Down the hatch, right? Isn't that what we say on a Friday? Down the hatch. Cheers to Friday. We made it. Some of you might be doing this on Saturday. Cheers to Saturday, right? Okay. Timer's going to start. We're going to get going because I gave you a couple seconds to get yourself all set up, all right? Let's see. Nobody else is chatting me up yet, so we've got our warm-up to start. You might hear a beep that just is my cue to tell me to switch through the different exercises. We're going to start with our feet on both sides of the step. Well, you can see me. Okay, just make sure that, like for me, I know I'm going to end up not hitting my wall, but make sure you have space behind you, okay, to the side of you and behind you. That's the most important thing here, okay? So straddle the step, toes forward, tailbone back. If you're on the floor, just squat with us, okay? Squat down, open that chest. Squat down, open your chest. Squat down, big reach. Tailbone comes down and back like you're sitting back into a chair, and your knees stay behind your toes. Okay? Just warming up through our joints, keeping our shoulders stacked over our hips. How are we feeling this week? My back is sore from kickboxing yesterday. All of those Superman skydiver punches, all those superhero posterior work really got me. All right, from here, we're just gonna take a nice little hop over the top. It's just leisurely here. We're just up and over, up and over. It's a little shuffle in place or laterally if you're on the floor. Okay, or a little tap to the side. We're just getting our bearings on our step, making sure that your full foot comes up, and you kind of gauge physically that height of the step right now, okay? It's just to get our bearings on here. Just a little skip over the top, skip over the top. Up and over, up and over. Heart rate comes up a little bit if you're changing levels and coming up on a step. We're gonna come off the end of it. We're just gonna run up, down, jog, up, down. And if you're on the floor, you can run forward and back, or you can jog in place, okay? My step's super narrow, so I gotta really watch my feet on this run. We're gonna work hard today. You're just gonna push yourself and do your best. It'll be over before you know it, okay? Woo, woo, woo. We're gonna go ahead and come off the back end. If you're on the floor, you're just gonna step or put your hands down on the floor and walk yourself back to plank, okay? Now, if you are not on the floor, if you're on the step, you're gonna put your hands, drape them over the sides. We're gonna step up, hands come down, step back. That's it, okay? So if you are doing this on the floor, maybe even an inchworm would work, okay? You can either step back to plank, stand up, or you can do an inchworm where you walk your hands out to plank, okay? Nice and slow here though. Squat it down first. Walk it back. And then we're gonna come towards the side of your step. Again, if you need to put, which I do, I told you guys to get out your towels. Something on your step for your hands, that's cool. We're gonna take a slow knee to the opposite elbow. Slow knee to opposite elbow. If you are doing this on the floor, that's fine. You can do this on a couch. All right, gives you a little bit more elevation, which is what we're working on right here. A knee pull with some elevation. All right, really working that core, firing up those abs. We will work them today in this workout, okay? Last up, we are gonna straddle run the step. So in, out if you don't have a step. You're just gonna go in, out, in, out, out. We're gonna straddle run. It doesn't matter which foot you use first. If you want to alternate, you can. And about halfway through, and I'll tell you when that is. If you want to switch feet, switch now. All right, that is our warm up. How are we feeling? Warm? My heat is on high today, I think. I'm going to feel warm. Now listen, if I'm not looking directly at you, it's only because I need to keep a little gaze on my step, and I want you to do the same, okay? Watch your footing. I can still keep my head up and my eye gaze down. All right, if I need to, pause on the step, all right? Stay safe, that's the biggest thing. We are going to start on the right side of your step. We're gonna run up and down, up and down. Then we're gonna take a stutter step, which is like a cha-cha for you at home without a step. All right, and then we're gonna do a straddle run. That's our first set of work. We're gonna do 30 seconds of each, back to back. Ready, set, run. Right foot leads the way, okay? I'm doing the wrong foot. That's okay, just run. I really don't care which foot leads the way, just run. Maybe it's your left foot that ends up leading the way. What's natural to you? My back leg for me is what's natural. Kind of running up at an angle here. If you're on the floor, you're running in place, or you're forward, back, forward, back. Now let's stutter run. It's one foot up, run, run. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Cha, 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 cha. You can even put a little hip into it if you're on the floor. It's fast feet. This is your own pace. So if you need to slow it down and march it, go for it, okay? And likewise, if you want to speed it up, go faster. Straddle run is next. So if you're on the floor, it's out, out, in. And if you're on the step, it's up, up, down, down. We're gonna rest for 10, and we're gonna repeat it all on the other side of the step, okay? But we got 20 seconds here. Breathe. Heart rate's coming up. We're nice and warm. Watch your footing. Turn up your music. On that 10-second break, if you need to, it always helps to go by a little faster. Pause for 10. Same thing on the other side. We'll rest for 10, and then we're gonna change it a little bit. Ready, set, go. Run it. Forward, back if you're on the floor. I like to chugga, chugga, choo, choo these arms. You choose what you want to do with them. Next up is that stutter run, or that cha-cha. So it's 1 foot up, 1, 2, 1 foot up, 1, 2. Got it? It took me like a hot second to figure that part out. How do you stutter run? It helped me if I went 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Or 1, 2, stomp, 1, 2, stomp. I'm on the balls with my feet, heels lifted. You can hear me tap dancing. Can you hear yourself tap dancing? All right, straddle run. Maybe you want to do the other leg lead this time. You choose. Do you remember which leg you did? Out, out, in, if you're on the floor. Woo-hoo. Whatever you want with those arms, you choose. You get your own little creativity today with your arms. We're gonna rest for 10. Right here, straddle your step. Breathe. Grab water, turn on your music, swipe sweat. We're going to squat, hop, on and off. Ready, set, go. Squat, hop. Doesn't have to be anything big. I'm sorry, it doesn't have to be anything fast. That's what I meant. Just go at your tempo. Woo. And if you're on the floor, it's squat hopping out, in, out, in. We're going to change the tempo on this through this section. My feet are cramping already. All right, so here, we're gonna go 1, 2 fast, 1 slow. Okay, 1, 2 fast, slow. So up, 2, slow. Keep going. If you're on the floor, 1, 2, slow. 1, 2, slow. 1, 2, slow. Whew. Keep it going. You got 5, 4, 3, 2. Now we're going to try to just go fast. I know that's going to feel hard for some of us, but I want you to try it. Watch your footing, and if on the step is too much, you're here on the floor. If at any point you need to take it down to the floor, take it down to the floor, okay? Woo. And time. Rest. Woo. We're going to do that all over again, except we're going to shorten up. My feet are so cramping. Okay, 20 seconds this time. Go on your right side of your step and run it. Woo. All right, remember that stutter run? Let's do that here. Up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2. 20 seconds back to back instead of 30 this time, okay? We're like rolling through this, you guys. I'm just gonna add on one extra thing at the end of this, okay? So we're gonna straddle run. And when we're done with the straddle run, we're gonna sit on the step, and I'll show you what we're doing next. This will be core work, okay? So you're running out, out, in on the floor. And on this next move, everybody's gonna sit down, okay? All right, so come and sit down. Hands on the back of the step if you're on a step. Hands behind you if you're on the floor. We sit back and we bicycle right here. Knee to the chest, push on the gas. Work those abs. So I need you to sit back with your shoulders, chest up, belly button holding tight, and we rest for 20 seconds. Same thing on the other side. We following along, okay? This is about patterns today. We're just following patterns. So I need you to keep thinking that. You're just following a pattern, okay? So other side of the step. Whew. We're running. Up, down, up, down. Up, down, up, down. If you need to, walk it up, down. If you need to, go faster. 3, 2, 1, we stutter step. Stutter step. Stutter step. Have some fun with it. It's mind over matter right now, right? Decide that today's the day you're going to push yourself and you're going to do it. It's a good day to have a good day. All right, run up, down, straddle. In, out if you're on the floor. It's a fast foot. In, out, out, in, out, out, in, out, out, okay? We're all moving and breathing today. And you know what I forgot to do? Start my watch. Okay, sit down. cycle those legs. Knee to the chest, extend. Knee to the chest, extend. I want you to really engage those abs. Sink back. Make that V-sit and cycle out and push. Rest for 20. Guess what? We're doing that hop up. Whew, hop off. All right, I'm gonna count it starting now. Let's go back and manually add it in, okay? Hop up, hop off, tempo, easy, steady pace, go. This is where you kind of just ease into it. And if you're on the floor, jumping jacks work, right? Out, in. If you want to add arms, you can. All right, now we do 2 fast, 1 slow. So, I'm sorry, just go 1, yeah, go 2 fast. 1, 2, do you like how I just, I stalled. I want to make sure I was right. Okay, now just fast. All right, I won't stall on the fast ones. I'm gonna get them all in. How about you? In, out, out, in, up, down. Find your cadence, find your pace. Now sit and cycle. Woo-hoo. We got this down, right? This is your chance to breathe. We get to rest for 20. Woo. Breathe. Just breathe. Okay. You're actually getting a nice little break right here. Okay. As we change the moves. Okay. We are coming down to the step or to the floor for this. So make your adjustments if you can't come down to your wrists or shoulders, okay? I'm gonna ask you just to be creative. Do squats, do lunges. You can come down to plank, or if you can turn over and do crunches, do things like that, okay? So first up, we got in, out, abs, or plank bears with your hands in the steps, okay? So we're gonna come in, back, go. In, back. If you're on the floor, you can walk it in, back, or hop it, bear, plank, bear, plank. Okay, you choose the step too, which one you prefer to do, okay? Now, we're gonna hop in, bear, we're gonna rest. We're gonna rest. Oh, we get 20 seconds of rest, you guys. I'm kind of disappointed. I want to keep going. 8 seconds left. New pattern, Trace, new pattern. Okay, so now we're going to come in, up, grab your towel, hop, off, up, and down, okay? In, up, hop, off, and on. On the floor, you're just going to hop forward, back. Okay, floor looks like this. Hop forward, back. Got it? Whew, I didn't get close enough to my step. All right, hold it tight, 20 seconds to rest. Yes. Okay, adding on here. We're gonna do a combination here, okay? We're gonna do what we just did, and we're gonna add on 4 mountain climbers, okay? So, ready, set, down, up, now run, 4, 3, 2, 1. In, up, mountain climbers, 4, 3, 2, 1. So essentially, if you're on the floor, you're doing a burpee, coming back for 4 mountain climbers, and I'm pretty sure some of you will not feel bad about that. You're gonna like it. Some of you are not gonna enjoy it, and some of you are gonna love it, right? Hopefully me going side profile like this too is helping you see what we're doing. That's time, pause. How'd that go for you? happy about this next part, but I'll do it. For 20 seconds, we have push-ups. They're supposed to be as fast as you can. I'm gonna tell you, just take your pace. Okay, on your knees or on your toes, push-ups. If you need to, come to your couch and do push-ups. Come to a wall and do push-ups. Okay? Pick your spot. You're at home, you get to decide what you want to do. And listen, nobody's watching you, and that can play for or against you. All right, nobody's watching you, so you can make your adjustments and you can fix if it's sloppy, oh well. But nobody's watching you, so you might think you can get out of doing the work, but you're not going to. You're gonna hold yourself accountable and do it. All right, so we've got 4 push-ups, then we're gonna hop in and off the step, okay? So again, if you have a towel, you're gonna have to grab it with you. All right, 4 push-ups, and then hop in, hop forward, and then hop off. Think of it as a burpee and then 4 push-ups, okay? A lot of chest work today. Hold up top. Pause. Okay. Adding on here, we're gonna do that same thing. Hop on and off. When we come back down to plank, you're gonna do 4 shoulder taps, okay? So let's start with our push-ups. On the ground in 3, 2, 1, go. 4 push-ups. Hop in, hop up, hop back, and then do 4 shoulder taps. Back to, let's do 1 push-up. Hop in, hop up, hop down. Oh, you love me now, I said 1 push-up. 4 shoulder taps though, okay? Hop in, oops, I forgot my push-up. Darn it. 4, 3, 2, 1, push-up. Hop in, hop up. Whew. Shoulder taps, 4, 3, 2, 1, push-up. Hop in, stand, pause, breathe. I know we're moving fast. We're trying to work in patterns here, okay? All right. Whew. You're getting a little break here, okay? This time we're gonna repeat what we were doing, but we're gonna go 4 reps, 3 reps, 2 reps, 1 rep, and you've got a minute to do it, okay? So it's on, off, 4 times, then in, out, abs 4 times, then 4 mountain climbers, okay? So if you need that towel, hold it in your hand. Hop forward, back 4 times. Plank bear 4 times. Ready? 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now mountain climb. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's make it 3, 3, 2, 1. Hop in and out bear. 3, 2, 1. Now mountain climb. 3, 2, 1. Got it? Now we're down to 2, 2, 1. And out abs. 2, 1. Mountain climb. 1, 2. Oh, that's beautiful. Hop it up, hop it down. Bear to plank or plank to bear. Run 1 mountain climber. And pause up top. We were supposed to do 6, but I thought, I don't think we're gonna get 6 in. Let's try 5 this next set. This next set though, we're going push-ups, in, out, shoulder taps, okay? So, 6 push-ups, 6 in, out, abs, 6 shoulder taps. Then 5 push-ups, 5 in, out, abs, 5 shoulder taps. Following me? All right. Go ahead and come on down. Start with your push-ups. 6 of them and go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If push-ups aren't happening for you anymore, just hold plank. Now we're 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're shoulder tapping. 6, 5, 4, 3, Now you go to 4. We're gonna run out of time, don't worry. We're not gonna get to 0 this time, unless you're moving super fast. Shoulder taps, and time. Whew. What else could we do? I mean, really, right now. How about we stand and do a little bit more work standing? All right, straddle run 6 times. All right, and then we're gonna run up the side of the step 6 times. Okay, that's what we got. And we're gonna go 5, and we're gonna go 4. Ready? So follow me a little bit here. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I like this much better. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. My legs like the step a lot more than my arms, my hands, my arms. Now just do singles till the end. That's hard. Okay, we got 1 minute left. We're just gonna do plank, and the plank is gonna be on the floor. It's 1 minute plank. Okay? Then step class is done. You can cool down with the first section of mind. If you're just joining us for mind, you can come down and hold a plank with us for a minute. Okay? Spread your fingertips out wide. Shoulders directly over the wrists. You're on the balls of your feet. You're tilting your pelvic towards your chin, and you're stiff as a board from your head to your heel. So check your alignment: head, shoulders, hips, knees, heels. That's your straight, stiff as a board alignment. If you need to, you're here. Okay? But you're still head to knee in a straight line: head, shoulders, hips. Tilt your pelvic towards your chin so we don't have booties up. And you don't want to sag, so squeeze your cheeks, tilt your pelvic, and get that nice posterior, my nice pelvic tilt. We've got 10 more seconds here, and I know this is a huge challenge at the end of what we just did, but you did awesome. And time, push down dog, walk the feet towards the hands, roll it on up. We made it. Virtual high five. I know it was a little dicey during all those change-ups, but you did awesome, okay? Hopefully you got something out of it. If anything, you're breathing fast and moving. That was quite something. So right now as we transition, you can choose shoes and socks. Socks or bare feet for mind class. You can change out your music to the yoga music, or leave on what you have on, I don't care. Swipe your sweat, grab some air and water, and your mat. Today, during mind class, we're gonna work on mobility first, then stability, then flexibility, okay? So if you need to scooch, try to stay for the, it'll be like 9 minutes so you don't have to stay for whatever. You choose. There's 9 minutes for the first section. You can do that part with us as your cool down, or just start some of that with us as your cool down, and then we'll go ahead and move on to the rest, okay? But if you do need to go stretch on your own, bring your heart rate down, please. Okay, especially stretch those legs and your chest. We just did a ton of push-ups and plank work, okay? And all those bears and stuff like that. So hopefully that was enough time for you to strip off your shoes and get your mat. We're going into mind class now. And let me officially change this. Whew, there we go. right. Rachel, you on? Are you here? I know you guys have kids you're dealing with at home too, so I know it's like touch and go. Can you be here? Can you not? Not all of you, but some of you have those kids, right? All right. Changing my playlist to yoga. Let's go here. I'm gonna start the timer too. There's so many things that I need here, you guys. It's like tools upon tools. Done with that clock. Hello, Katie. You're gonna enjoy this shift. I'm sorry, this mind class today. I have a feeling you're nice and sore. I'm nice and sore. So this is what I looked forward to all week long. Today, we are going to be doing, I want the beats, I don't want the voice. Okay. Today's class, we are doing just ourselves. Next time I do this class, I might add in a band or tubing like this. So if you have it in your house for next class, or if you need to, you don't need it. It's like an accessory, right? But if you wanted to do it, to use that, maybe next time I'll use it. But for today's class, we're gonna just go body, no equipment, a mat, that's it, okay? So start with your arms up overhead, reach, 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 maybe extend a little bit past your head, and then lower those arms. We're gonna just fold, 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 nice and slow. Oh yeah, if you just did step class, you are feeling those hamstrings. Reach, reach, reach. You can even take your guy gaze up and then slowly come down, fold. So there's nothing fast about this. I want you guys to take your time with everything today and really work through all of the stretches, okay? This is us loosening up our spine, our shoulders, our hips, okay? See if we can get one more in here. And then we're gonna turn this to some rotation. So we're gonna work all planes of motion today. Ooh. So come up center standing. Now I call this candlesticks. You're gonna pretend like you're holding candlesticks, okay? Open to a T. Come back to candlesticks. And then let's rotate, okay? So imagine if we did have that band, how that would help us stretch and elongate, right? Now when you turn and rotate, you might want to get a little bit wider and definitely lift up that heel, okay? We're taking it right through the torso and turning. So big T, candlesticks, turn. I said everything today was going to be nice and slow. So you pace yourself what feels good to you. If you want to kind of hold that T and open that chest a little bit longer, by all means hold it and stretch it and reach it. If you want to just hold that rotation and reach with your arms, reach, okay? All right, arms come down, those shoulders are feeling warm already. Toes forward, nice and wide, arms come up overhead. We are going to sway and sway. Now add a pull down, reach, and now sway. So lat pull down, pretend like you're squeezing your shoulder blades together and that you're pulling. See if you had a band in your hand, right? You'd be pulling and squeezing those shoulder blades together, releasing, and then coming to the side. Now try pulling down, holding, and side bending. How does that feel? All right, it changes it just a little bit. Hold, side bend. Which do you prefer to do? Choose right now. You can either keep straight arms or bend those arms. I'm definitely feeling my back engaged and it's definitely warm. Go ahead and lower down. All right, we're gonna take our T arms. We're gonna side lunge, toes are forward, shift your weight to the side. Come center, windmill, windmill. T arms, side lunge, windmill, windmill. Okay, reach through those fingertips wall to wall, and then go floor to ceiling. All right, let's change this up just a little bit if you'd like to. We can windmill the arms as we come side lunge. What do you think about that? Which one do you prefer? Which arm is natural as it comes up? I think it should be this top arm, right? Shift your body weight. Yeah, well, yeah, actually, if you go this way, that works too. Maybe my arm needs to come in front of me though. Play around with it, got it? That's my whole point here, is we're just gonna sit and work through our hips and our joints. All right, come step in narrow, as if you're in mountain, roll the shoulders down and back. Hands are gonna come right down the thighs. We're gonna round out our spine. So I want you to tuck your chin to your chest, round your shoulders, round your spine, and round down. Let those hands slide down your legs. And then come in reverse. You're rounded, rounded, rounded this whole time. Curve your spine, curve your shoulders now. Pull those shoulders, retract them back. Start coming out of your neck, lift your chin. Okay, tuck your chin, round, roll on down. Come out of it in reverse. Round, round, round that back. Round the shoulders now, retract the shoulders back. Start straightening out that neck, lift the chin. Oh, that feels so good. If you need to, grab a chair or couch or wall. We're gonna do a swing with one leg. So one leg, I don't care which leg, you're gonna swing forward and down. This is controlled. Your foot is flexed. You're lifting with your quad, a little bit of that hip flexor. And it doesn't have to be anything high, okay? You're just gonna do what you can. Swing it forward. If you want, maybe just start getting a little pendulum going. Just working through that hip. The mobility in our hips, okay? And I said it doesn't matter which leg you're doing because we're gonna do the other leg too, okay? Now, if we had that band, you can wrap that band around your foothold, the straps, and you can swing it up and down with a little bit of help from that band, right? All right, so we just went on that leg. Turn yourself around into the other leg. Do the hokey pokey for me. Flex that foot, lift, and lower. Now what you want to make sure that you're doing is that you aren't sinking in the other leg and crunching, okay? You want to stand nice and tall through your spine. Lift and lower. My abs contract as I lift my lower abs here. It's no different than if we were on the floor and we were doing leg lifts, okay? So if you did step class by now, you're cooling down, okay? You're starting to feel less, you're still warm. You're just getting your heart rate back and your breathing's probably back to somewhat normal. And if you're just starting out, you're starting to pick your heart rate up a little bit and you're starting to get warm, okay? All right, so if you want to, you can just kind of pendulum swing that leg. Still staying nice and tall with your posture, keeping your core tight. All right, so next up, we're gonna swing away from the body. Katie's, this is your abductor. You're gonna swing away and come back in, away and come back in. If you'd like to hold on to something, go for it. If you wanna work on your balance, or you know your balance is really good with this and you're just working on that extension, then you don't have to hold on to anything, right? But if you feel like you're losing your balance and you can't keep yourself tall and upright, hold on to something, please. Right? Flex that foot. Switching myself to yoga here. This is not yoga, but it's yoga. Do you know what I'm saying? They purposefully said in the description for this class, it's not yoga. Mobility, stability, and flexibility, which I really like the thought of all of those coming together. But it is yoga-esque, I would say, all right? Go ahead and switch, and we're gonna swing the other leg. So foot flexed, soft knee right here, okay? So standing leg has a soft knee. You're not locking it out, okay? But we are staying straight and upright from our hips through our crown of our head, okay? We don't wanna be crunching down or bad posture and just kicking out like that, okay? So proud chest, shoulders roll back, retract those shoulder blades together, flex that foot, we're coming out, we're coming in. This is like bonus leg work after that step class. And if you're just starting out, bonus leg work for our mobility. This is hip action right here. This is function, daily function of our hips. They're always moving, right? Throughout our day. When we side step, that's a lateral movement. That's what we're doing right here. When we step to the side, it's lateral, right? So that's all we're doing is working through our joints, our hip joints. All right, go ahead and pause. What did I miss? Shouldn't have missed anything. Whatever, it says we had 1 more minute, but we don't. We did both sides, didn't we? I felt it, okay. Somewhere I missed something, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna just let the timer go ahead 1 second. All right, so we're moving into stability. Right leg on the floor. We're gonna actually try to hold for a minute right here, okay? You can take your leg down if you need to. You can find a placement for your hands. It can be here, it can be here, it can be here, okay? But you're gonna try to keep that leg lifted like a flamingo. Right leg on the floor. Ready, set, begin. Find a focal point. I want you to think about keeping your core tight. So you can even put your hands on your abs here to remind you of that, okay? If you need to, you're gonna just rest that leg. I really want you to root that standing leg into the mat. So you can kind of wiggle those toes and grip the mat with your foot, or if you're in your shoes, you're gonna grip the shoe with your foot. Your heels pushing down into your shoe or the mat. The arch of your foot is pushing down, your toes are pushing down. That's rooting yourself, feeling yourself be a part of that mat. Root yourself in there. You've got 20 seconds left here. Yes, you are feeling it in your hip flexors. Yes, you are feeling it in your abs. Tall, proud, strong body right here. Flamingos, flamingos. So everything we're gonna do on this right leg for the next, I think, 6 exercises, okay? So from there, we're going into a little hip hinge. So your arms are gonna come down. So we're gonna pretend to mimic a deadlift, a 1-leg deadlift. We're going to small bend in that front knee, take your hands towards your shin, and come back on up. This is our stability or balance portion of the class. So guess what we're doing? Working on that ankle balance and stability. Modifications are, don't come down so far. Just do a little hip hinge or toe down. Give yourself that extra little balance. But I really want you to challenge your ankle strength. Those little muscles in your foot. Okay, you've only got 10 seconds left here, so keep going. This leg, your right leg, is very warm, okay? It's gonna continue to be warm. Because watch what we do next, okay? I'm gonna allow you to take that back leg, so split stance yourself, okay? You're gonna take your hands out in front of you, and we're gonna lunge down, turn, stand up. Lunge down and back, turn, stand up. So imagine, and you guys can even turn your knuckles down if you want, whatever's more comfortable for you. Imagine we have that band in our hands, right? And we're just holding it taut, and we're twisting and turning through our torso here. Down and back, turn. If you feel like you're falling over, I want you to step wider to the back, and then turn, okay? Or maybe tap back, turn. Don't come down so far, okay? But please protect your knee, make sure it's over your ankle, and keep hips to the crown of your head, nice and tall posture, okay? All right, this one's gonna challenge me. We're gonna take an overhead reach as we come forward, push off that heel, come in. Overhead reach, so we're stretching out this hip flexor, and then push off your heel, come in. Land gently, and then come in. Anything forward like this challenges me. All right, lift tall, 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 push off that heel and come in. So a little breathless here because we're using big muscle groups, right, our legs. And if you'd like to, reach into this and hold, hold, hold a little bit longer. Open up that hip flexor, please do. Okay? You're pacing. You choose. We've got 10 more seconds here. It's almost like a crescent, right? Okay, then we're gonna take a side lunge Arms are gonna come up overhead and we're gonna sway, okay? So, side lunge, keep those arms up. Is that what we're supposed to be doing? Yes, okay, side lunge, sway. I actually think, let's turn this foot out, sway. So whatever comes kind of natural to you, step it out. Little side bends. If you need to, those shoulders are getting tired. We can crunch this way. So on this side lunge, I totally allow a little natural turnout if you need to with that foot. Usually when I just say side lunge, we have toes forward. I changed my mind on you. So my shoulders are definitely warm. That little break with the hands here felt good. Okay, here comes your combination for a minute. You're going to take that lunge back, turn, and then you're going to take that lunge forward, and then you're going to take that side lunge, sway. Okay, so again, arms forward, lunge back, turn, come overhead with the hands, come forward. You can stay up like this, come to that side lunge, sway, and then come on back, okay? So rear lunge, turn, front lunge, overhead. Side bend, side lunge, right? And you're just flowing. Take your time. If you need to think about it, think about it. That's a big combination right here. A lot of movement. Go ahead and release those arms. Okay. We're going into the left leg. All right, do you remember what we started with, those flamingos? Root that foot into the ground. Choose where you want your hands to go. Prayer. T, overhead. I'm gonna tell you right now, my shoulders are on fire. So I'm gonna hold a nice prayer right here. You can keep them down here if you need to. Gives you a little extra balance. This knee is up. Oh. Hold that. Remember, you can be here, or maybe your legs down a little bit lower. That's fine. Core is tight. Shoulders are out of the ears. We start creeping up when we start feeling like we're getting tense, right? All right, keeping that left leg on the ground. We're going to pretend like we're doing that leg, that deadlift, okay? Almost said leg lift. So we're going to soft bend in that front knee. You can extend, make this a warrior 3. You can even come up to your knee then. I mean, we do a lot of this in Pyo and Soul Fusion and Warrior Rhythm. Don't you love that? We work that into our workouts, the balance and stability. On purpose. You're showing up for those workouts, you're showing up for the balance and stability parts. And if you need to, just don't come down as far, but I want you hinging at the hips. And again, if you need to, side leg. Okay? But this is really about balance, so I want you to try to lift that back leg up. It doesn't have to come extend behind you all the way, you can keep it bent. Okay? All right, you need to roll it out really quick because we are going into our lunge, rotate, and then back up, okay? You need to take a nice wide stance here, rotate. What I want you to think about is your feet on railroad tracks. Step back with that foot. You have a nice distance between your feet. If you walk back and lunge back on a tightrope, you will probably fall over, okay? And if you need to make it a real wide railroad track, step out a little bit wider, okay? Does that make sense? We're twisting through our center. Your core is still tight here, okay? Engage those abs, draw your belly button in towards your spine, turn. We're going into our forward lunges like a crescent next, okay? So this leg's gonna come forward, we're gonna stretch out this hip flexor. So you want this knee, you're gonna allow it to drop down. And you're gonna lean forward, opening up the quad and that hamstring. I'm sorry, that quad and that hip flexor. Hamstrings on the back of your leg, quads on the front. My brain just went to a different place. Take this at your own pace. Hold, stretch if you want to. I think that this feels amazing on a Friday after all the work you did this week. Or if you're doing this on the weekend, this workout will be available to you anytime you want. You just have to click on this link. There is no music playing. I'm not going to change the setting on it. It's going to be available to you at any time. This and rise class. Okay, let's take that side lunge. You can start with your hands here, or you can start with your hands here. Okay. Tomorrow we have Soul Fusion class, which we are learning that routine. It's been a lot of fun. I'm going to try to remember tomorrow to use light weights on that in out shoulder, little shoulder thing. All right, so you should be sweating if you have started with us. We are starting to sweat a little bit here. We have flexibility next, so hopefully that'll stop. All right, here's our complex. We're going lunge combo. So your left leg is on the ground, hands out in front, rotate, and then overhead, front lunge crescent, and then side lunge, sway. And we do that again. Again, take your own pace. Back lunge, front lunge, side lunge, back lunge, front lunge, like Simon says, side lunge, left hand red, right foot green, a little bit like Twister. I don't know, you guys, do you ever play those games still? They get harder as you get older. All right, hold center, release it, good job. Okay, if you have something soft to put under your knee, a folded up towel, if you need to, we're actually gonna come down to kneeling, okay? And then we'll sit after that. But we're gonna start, become side profile here. This is gonna be a challenge for me. We're gonna grab your ankle or your foot, and you're gonna give a little quad stretch. Okay, whew, see? Careful, careful, careful. If you need to, start from the ground and then come up, or take that heel to our butt. Okay? If you've got this and your balance is great, you can always reach the other arm up. Holy quads. I knew this was gonna feel really good. It hurts. It's like that hurts so good thing. It's like I need it. My quads get super tight. I don't know how yours are. Oh, feels really good. You're trying to get your hips squared off. Okay, that's why I have my hand here, because I want to make sure I'm squared off. My hips are parallel, they're not opened. We're going to switch and we're going to do the other side. Okay? Which quad is tighter for you? We're going to find out. All right, so you can grab that ankle, grab that foot. Does anybody else struggle just to grab that and then come to upright? Woo-hoo. You need to, you can just stay down here. I'm gonna try to come upright. Matter of opening up this foot. Whew. I thought we were done with stability work. We're on flexibility. Heel to the butt, I got it now. Core tight, shoulders stacked over those hips. Whew. Find a focal point, find a balance. I mean, if you need a couch or a wall, grab it, right? Should have one of those right here for me. My step would have been helpful right now. We're here for just a couple more seconds, and then we're gonna sit into a straddle fold, okay? Woo-hoo. All right, release that, come down to your bottom. So straddle meaning we just are gonna open up our legs. I don't care how narrow or wide they get. Do what works for you. We're going to twist and reach towards the opposite foot. Sweep through center, twist towards that opposite foot. Sweep through center, got it? You want to hold one for a longer amount of time, go for it. You have 30 seconds left in this stretch, so kind of count down, time it out. If you want to do 15 seconds in one place and 15 seconds in the other. Okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and mimic something we've already done today, but on our backs, okay? So I'm going to lay with my head this way so you guys can see my leg swings. We're going to lay down. You're going to take a leg up, down, up, down. Remember we did this already? We're just going to do it on the floor. Lift it up, lower it down. Lift it up, lower it down. So you've got your core engaged. If you need to, if this is too much on like your hamstrings, you can bend that other leg, or if your lower back is coming off from the other floor and it's straining, you can bend this other leg, okay? I want you to know you can do that. So you're not creating any strain on your body. This is all about stretching and flexing, right? So I'm going to give you two options on the next stretch. You can do two things. One, figure four and sit up, okay, like this. Just open that hip, put a little pressure on that thigh, open that knee so it's parallel to the ground, okay? Or if you've done Kaya with me for the past 5 years, you can do a pistol roll, okay? That's going to be up to you. What do you want to do, okay? You want to sit, do you want to stretch it? Do you want to roll through the body? It's a really nice back massage. If you do, you choose, okay? I'm going to give my body this grace to just sit and stretch. Then we're going to lay down and do the same thing on the other side, okay? After we do the other side, we have one more stretch, and then you are done for Friday, or Saturday, or Sunday, or whatever day of the week you decided to do this, okay? So go ahead and switch legs. Make sure you switch them. We've got that single leg, lift and lower. Lift and lower. So in addition to bending that knee, if you're feeling your lower back is not on the floor, you can always take those hands underneath those sit bones and try to take that lower back to the ground, okay? It's really important to protect your back. So do what you have to do. Listen to your body, okay? And if you are really comfortable with pulling your lower back to the floor on your own, you can draw your belly button in and get it flattened out there, and then just take those hands out to the side, lift and lower. So if we had that band, we would have it around our foot, and we could swing up and down with it on our foot, okay? So I think I'm gonna have to take a poll as to who has them, who doesn't, who wants to use them, who doesn't. All right, we're back to that figure four. So bend that leg that was swinging over the other, and you can lift yourself on up. Figure four stretch, or you can do that pistol roll. If you're doing the pistol roll, you can keep the leg bent, right? And you roll back, and you roll up. And you roll back, and you roll up, okay? That's up to you. I think we did really good on timing today. Got a little bit more stretch right here. Really open up that thigh. Don't want you pushing on the knee, but the thigh, okay? And your ankle should be above your knee on your other leg, okay? All right, here we go. Last stretch. Knees are bent. You can take your hands here, here, or here, and you're gonna roll. side to side. Woo, can you catch yourself though? That's the key right there, side to side. Now, if you're like, whew, too much, hands overhead, take them to the side. You need to take them down a little bit lower. You may also take them here. If you have really good control, like right there, I lost control. So let's take those arms out again. Rolling side to side, letting those obliques catch just enough to pull you back, giving yourself a little back massage. This is it, you guys. You've got 5 seconds. Hold center, grab behind the thighs, rock yourself up to sit. Give me a nice big inhale here. Hands to your heart center. Awesome job. Thank you for joining me today, you guys. This format is like way out of my comfort zone, so if it's out of yours too, thank you for trying it with me. I know it's good for us. That's why it's here, is because it forces us to do it. We need to do more in our lives. So I will see you tomorrow at 9 o'clock for Soul Fusion if you're joining us. And again, this workout you can do anytime you want. So if you ever want to do this at the end of a class, or if you just want to do it on a Thursday night at 7 o'clock because your body's sore and tired and you just need to stretch, go for it, okay? So same thing with Rise class. Anytime you want a real good butt kicking and a big sweat session, just go ahead and do that on or off the step, either way, okay? So have a good one, and I will see you back here tomorrow. Happy Friday, everybody.